Bizworld. The seasonally adjusted S&P Global Malaysia Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index PMI registered 50.4 in June, up from 50.1 in May, signalling a slightly stronger yet still modest improvement in the manufacturing sector. According to S&P Global, the sector saw overall operating conditions improve at a slightly quicker rate halfway through 2022, and production levels stabilized for the first time following 5 consecutive monthly declines, while new orders rose for the third month running, albeit only fractionally. The firm also noted that Malaysia's manufacturers reported a steady but unspectacular end to the second quarter, underscoring how the economic recovery has lost some steam compared to the start of the quarter. Now, the 300 million ringgit highway digital network project, which is expected to be fully completed in 2025, will make Malaysia a strategic big data hub in the Asean region. Senior Works Minister Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof said the government has approved the project to construct and operate fibre optic cables along highways to MSA resources under the supervision of the Malaysian Highway Authority. This new telecommunications infrastructure with low latency technology along the country's major highways will be able to provide users with seamless access to broadband traffic. Cities and rural areas will be connected with a total of 4,000 points of interconnect, which will enable high broadband coverage. It will also contribute to the improved delivery of online public services, such as public health facilities, open access to education and transportation system. Next, Digital Nasional Berhad's 70% stake sale offered to local telecommunications companies is expected to be completed in 2 months. The state-owned 5G network special purpose vehicle's Chief Executive Officer Rolf Marshall said the 6 mobile network operators have signed the reference access offer and signed off on the term sheets. It will lead to the shareholders' agreement and the subsequently completion of shareholders' arrangement. Marshall added that there are also provisions made for arrangements to be done in the event of a merger among the 6 telcos. DNB's 5G rollout had reached 25% and is on track to meet the 40% target by year-end. The Communications and Multimedia Minister Tan Sri Anwar Musa on Thursday said 6 local telcos had agreed to take up stakes in DNB ahead of the June 30th deadline, and a total of 70% shareholdings will be spread among them. Moving on, Kenanga Research has maintained an overweight call on the banking sector as May system loans rose by 5% year-on-year, in line with its 5 to 5.5% 2022 industry growth target. The firm said the 25 basis points hike in the overnight policy rate OPR likely did a number on the industry as household and business loans saw lower sequential growth, with applications coming off in double digits. Going forward, the firm expects lower household numbers, but expect total industry growth to be lifted by a higher business portfolio. It also highlighted that Malaysian bank deposits continued to grow by 6.6% year-on-year, but saw a decline in current account savings account mix, possibly from some migration to term deposits post-rate hike. The firm maintains its overweight call on the sector and leans toward high dividend stocks for shelter amid recession-pulled sentiment. Transportation System Solutions provider EVD Berhad plans to tap into the regional market, particularly the Southeast Asian countries. Its Executive Director Gan Wee Peng said the group intends to replicate its successful systems in Malaysia to the regional market.
So what we're going to do for this regional area is that we're going to use the same method of what we're going to do here, and our success lies in our past experience, and we're going to use that to replicate, and that goes into the Southeast Asian countries. As we see now, there are many countries that has the same infrastructure transportation system.
At the moment, the group is closely eyeing the Thailand and Indonesian markets and intends to widen its range to transportation system solutions for other types of transportation infrastructure. EVD debuted on the Bursa Malaysia ACE market today by assuming the listing status of I-Dimension Consolidated, opening at 26 cents. The opening volume stood at 1.18 million, while its market capitalization reached 99.3 million ringgit upon listing on Bursa. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Muhammed Ahmad Hamdan. Thank you for investing your time with us.